Story time. This happened many years ago, over 14 years ago. I was married to my second wife. Anyway, this is what happened. This is the reason why I collect all my receipts. Years ago, we had a charge account at a grocery store. And always, we charged only $50 a month, and it was for diapers. So my father died, and I got left a little bit of money, and I went in there and paid my bill. I paid all my bills that I had, and the bill was $421. So of course I complained and said, like, how is this possible when we only charge like $50 a month? How did it jump up to $421? Nobody had an explanation for it, but it was suggested that maybe somebody used our account because it was really not very professional back then in that department where they had the charge account. And so obviously somebody did, because we would have had a lot of diapers for $421. So I went ahead and paid the bill anyway. I had no proof, and I wanted to keep my credit, of course. So I paid it, and I walked outside. I wadded up the receipt, and I threw it on the ground. Because back then and before that, I never kept my receipts. I always threw them away. 2 weeks later, in the mail, I get a bill for $421. So I'm thinking there must have been some kind of mistake or something. So we go down there, and they said we didn't pay it. I said, I did. I swear to you, I came in here and I paid it. But I don't have the receipt because I threw it on the ground outside in front of your store. Since we didn't have no proof, we was going to have to pay it all over again. So my wife at the time, ex-wife now, decided that she was only going to pay $5 a month until it was paid off, because she was pissed that we had to pay it all over again. And I said, fine, do it. They closed our account because of that, but we weren't going to pay that all over again when we definitely paid it. I mean, there was no reason not to. I paid all my bills. So we found out months later from somebody else who had the same incident happen to them, and supposedly a woman quit and took the money, took people's money. But by that time, we didn't, the whole thing was just, let's just say we weren't friendly, the business and us and all that, because we were upset because we felt like we got ripped off. We did get ripped off, but I do believe that that's true. The woman who took my money put that money in her pocket and never put it in the register, never wrote it down, and screwed us. So from that moment on, I kept every one of my receipts. Now that's a lot of receipts. After like 5 years, I finally threw away some from the beginning, and now I keep them like every 3 to 4 years. Because it got ridiculous. I had a big trash bag full of receipts, and if I needed one to like return something, I had to go through all those receipts to find it. But here's the problem. Since that time till now, I have only needed a receipt to prove that I paid a bill one time, and that was 2013. They thought that I didn't pay the bill, and I, pulled the receipt out and showed them, and they said, okay, sorry about that and all that, and it was taken care of. But only one time out of all these years, over 14 years. That sucks, because I figured, something would surely come up and somebody would need proof, or they'll say I didn't pay it, and no. So my paranoia, worried about having to pay a bill over again, was really unfounded, because I've only had to have proof one time last year, and the bill was less than $50. So anyway, so tell me down in the comments below, do you keep your receipts, and for how long do you keep your receipts? And have you ever had a bill that you paid, but then later on, because you didn't keep a receipt, you had to pay the bill over again? Or maybe you didn't pay the bill, you just said screw it. Let me know in the comments below. And thank you for listening. You guys have a good one, and God bless.